Hey guys, how's it going? So, today we are going to play some Enshrouded. The game is now in early access. It was in demo phase. I did play it a little bit when the demo was out, and I did actually do a review on the game when the demo was out, but obviously that was the demo content and all of that kind of stuff. That was a couple of months ago, so the game probably changed a little bit since then, hopefully, because there were definitely a couple of things that I mentioned in my review that I would have wanted to see changed. So today we're going to play the game. I am going to probably not say too much of my opinion of the game unless I see something that perhaps I did not see in my first review. So if you really want my opinion on the game, you probably should just go watch my review video that I did. But otherwise, yeah, if I see anything that has changed, then I will definitely give my opinion on it. But if you want my opinion, just go watch my review video. And then I would also like to say, first off, thanks to the developers for providing me with a key for the review for today. So thanks a lot to them for making the review possible. So first off, before we even get into the game, issue that I already see with the game is the fact that I'm running the game on full screen, but it's not actually in full screen. It's in borderless full screen mode. So if we go over to windowed mode, then it's actually windowed. It's an actual window. But when we go to full screen, it's a borderless full screen. So the game only has two modes, which is windowed mode and borderless full screen mode. It does not have a full screen mode, and it does not have borderless windowed mode. So those are two of the display options that are missing. So it's missing borderless windowed and full screen. So that's obviously an issue. The fact that there's two different modes that are completely missing from the game is obviously not good. And then on top of that, another issue that I see is the fact that you cannot disable DLSS at all. It is literally impossible to remove DLSS. So that is definitely an issue. I'm just quickly doing something here in the background so that we can actually see how much usage the game has, like graphical usage, because I want to see. Last time the game's graphical usage was pretty bad, so we will see if anything has changed. But yeah, like you see here, the DLSS quality, you cannot remove it. There's literally quality, balance, performance, and ultra performance, and auto. So you cannot turn it off. You literally cannot turn it off. So the best that we can do is put it on the highest quality possible, but you can't turn it off. You literally are not allowed to turn off DLSS, which is really shitty. Because DLSS reduces the quality of a game. There's no two ways about it. It reduces the quality of a game. But otherwise than that, no real issues in the options menu that I can see. I'm not seeing depth of field, and I'm also not seeing motion blur. So there's no options for motion blur, no options for depth of field. So that either means that the game has those options, but they don't allow you to turn it off, which obviously would be really, really shitty, or the game doesn't have those options. So we will see as we play the game which one it is. Does the game literally not have depth of field and motion blur? Or does it have it, but the developers don't allow you to turn it off? So let's create a character. Unfortunately, we can't continue on our old character that we created with our old world that we created. So we have to start from scratch, unfortunately. I would have liked it if we were allowed to continue on our old character, but we can't do that. Still, the hair options are pretty basic. Once again, just like in the demo, pretty basic. There's nothing like ponytails or anything like that, really. Like just a classic ponytail. Like this is a very short ponytail, so it's not like your classical long ponytail. And there's also no option for two ponytails or like pigtails, you know, like pigtails coming out at the side or anything like that. There's just a lot of options that are missing generally. They really could have just added more, but that is a criticism that I had of the game the last time that I played it. So unfortunately they haven't really improved the game in the character customization options. Also, you can't select the color that you want, like green, blue, purple. They don't allow you to select any of those colors, which is another criticism that I had of the game. So yeah, so far it seems they haven't changed anything from what I can see. Now, one thing that I already saw is the fact that the server system and the server hosting system is atrocious. I am talking about atrocious, like to the point where it is non-functional, like literally non-functional. I actually tried to play with friends, to play multiplayer with friends, and they could not find my game. So I went host and I hosted the game, and they could not find my game. Then I hosted a dedicated server, because the game has the game gives you the ability to host a dedicated server, but that's very complicated. You have to download a different thing for the game. You have to run that before you open this game, so you have to run the dedicated server before running this game. You need to go into a text file in the root folder of the dedicated server installation directory, and then in that text file you need to input your server password, your server name, your IP address, a whole bunch of other shit. So it's not easy to host a dedicated server, but anyway, I did it. I hosted the dedicated server, and still my friends could not find the game. They could not find my server. Even though I called my server LFP Gaming, they searched, none of them could find it. So not in hosting and not even dedicated server hosting. allowed my friends to find my game and to play with me. So the dedicated server system is atrocious, and just the regular server system is atrocious when it comes to playing with friends, because you go over here and then you can search for server name. You can search the name. So let's say, even though my dedicated server isn't on right now, let's say the name is LFP Gaming. You search, and this screen, like literally, you leave the screen open for 20 minutes. I'm not joking, 20 minutes, and it is still searching. Like literally, it just does not end the searching. Like it just continues to search. And on the website, on the game's website, they state that you should wait until searching is done, because then it's still searching through the server. So the optimization, the searching optimization is so terrible that it searches through servers very, very, very slowly. That's the one option. Or the second option is that it's not searching correctly, and it simply doesn't find the server that you're actually typing in here. So either way, like if you want to play the game with friends, good fucking luck getting your friends to actually join your game. It is fucking possible to get friends to join your game. Now, on top of that, when you can see here some servers that I actually created several days ago that I actually attempted to play with. When you actually do create a server, they are supposed to allow you to set a password on the server, but they don't allow you to do that. So the only thing you can do is change the name of your world. That's literally all that you can do. They don't allow you to add a password to your server. So if you go over here to host and you go create, firstly, you can't set the server visibility, which is really fucking stupid. So you go to create. Which one did I just create? That one. Okay, I don't want that one. I want to delete that one. New game. You see, I can't even select the name. Like, it doesn't even allow you. Select session settings. E. I'm pressing E. Nothing happens. And then I go create. And it just creates a second world called My World 2, which is literally the name that they already have. And then you go over here. You can change the name. Like, whatever. But it doesn't allow you to set a password on your realm. And it's a public realm that can be seen by everyone. So literally doesn't allow you to change the visibility, and it doesn't allow you to set a password on your server. So now you play on the server and anyone can join your server. So it's just really, really shitty. Like the entire system, the entire co-op system, the entire multiplayer system, and the dedicated server system is absolutely broken.
A wanderer brought an enthralling gift to the people of Embervale. The elixir. It was a cure, a blessing, a weapon. Once concealed by the ancients, its might had been set free. With it came power, mistrust, and a longing for more. Humanity dug the elixir wells, ripping apart the land and each other to quench their thirst. Elixir and blood, a drop for a drop. But from the depths of the wells, an unforeseen curse crept into Embervale. shroud, a ruinous fog which sought only to spread and devour. Facing their downfall, ancients and humans united to forge the Flameborn. Now, your time has come. Awake.
Yeah, I still don't understand this beginning thing. Like, I commented on it in my review, like, this doesn't make any sense, and they don't tell you anything regarding why you are waking up in like an urn type bloody kettle. You can almost call it a kettle. Like, I don't know, maybe later in the game it will be explained, but it's really confusing at the beginning. Like, why the fuck do you wake up in that thing and they don't even tell you anything regarding it? Okay, so there's still no voice acting in the game. Yeah. Yep, still no voice acting in the game. Do you take full damage? I can't remember if you actually take full damage or not. As far as I remember, you do take full damage. Oh yeah, now we have to go through the cave, I remember now. Wow, this durability really pisses me off. Let's do that. I can't remember how strong the trees are. Another thing that I really hated is the fact that you can't lock on. So the game doesn't allow you to lock on. So you are going to miss a lot of hits on stuff like trees, for instance. Oh yeah, and the stamina system. I really hated the stamina system. I also hated the fact that loot isn't automatically collected, so you have to when like hitting something like this or hitting anything really, You have to take a couple of seconds, look at the ground, and search for the thing that dropped on the ground. It's just really irritating. Can we actually destroy this thing or not? Also, they still don't allow you to hold your left click in order to continuously attack. And they still don't show the durability of stuffs like this thing. You don't know if this thing can actually be destroyed or if it's simply indestructible. Like, you have no idea. Like, it might just be indestructible and the game doesn't tell you the durability of stuff, which is fucking stupid. I need to remember, were there any secrets or stuff that I could loot? I remember those things like exploded, but they also give stuff, I forgot. Like they give mist or something like that. I think it's called mist. Did they give anything? I remember some of these things dropped mist. Apparently not. Oh, and that's another thing that I really hated. When you attack, sometimes your character simply goes upwards. Like, they just go upwards instead of standing still. To attack the thing, they constantly move forward. And in moving forward constantly, they sometimes end up on top of a chest or on top of a rock or whatever you were busy attacking. So that's also another thing that they still haven't changed, which is really, really irritating. Like, you stand still, but every time you attack, you move forward. It's really fucking irritating. In my review, I fell down a cliffside once and died because of it. So you need to be very, very careful when fighting near a cliffside, because you will fall down. I also see the game has no random generation at all. Because this world is exactly the same as my previous world. Literally exactly the same. So yeah, that's another thing. I can't remember if there were enemies around here. you get bones from these guys? Ah, yes, you do. Even though you have to bloody have the eyes of a hawk in order to actually see that they dropped anything. Overall, the GPU usage is really insane. Why is it so heavy? Holy crap, let me just change a couple of settings quickly, 1 second. Okay, so I just changed a couple of things so that my PC isn't at 100% usage the whole bloody time. The game doesn't even look that good, and the game is actually using more resources than something like Cyberpunk 2077 does at 2K resolution. And this game has forced AI upscaling or image upscaling, so it doesn't look as good as Cyberpunk, and it uses more power. Like the fact that you have to run around, look at the ground and shit like that after basically attacking anything just to see if anything dropped on the ground. That's really, really irritating. It's just a waste of time. How do you switch to like your hands, for instance? I just wish they like either highlighted stuff that are on the ground or simply allowed the stuff to go directly into your inventory instead of dropping on the ground. Remember there was something on the roof last time? Wasn't there? Oh, no. Maybe it's higher up. I see they still have the bug in the game where it becomes night very, very quickly. Like the transition between night and day is instant. Which obviously is a little bit jarring, you know? You would hope for a smooth transition between day and night, but this game has a massively jarring transition. It's like instant. And he can attack me through the wall. That's fantastic. We love that. Right through the fucking wall. That's awesome. You see, like here, you attack and then you miss because you go on top of the fucking thing you're attacking. It's so idiotic. I don't actually want to claim this area, but I think it doesn't cost anything. What did you press? B? No, not B. What was it? Craft, flame altar. Okay, so we go crafting. And then flame altar, craft, workbench, we're gonna need one of those. Construction hammer, gonna need one of those. Pickaxe, gonna need one of those. So we don't have to build it here. And in fact, I think we don't want to build it here. So, wow, that was a big stutter. I think maybe we want to find a mountain. and we can like build up against the mountain. Probably more to the right than to the left, to be honest. I can see on my OBS that my microphone is a little bit too sensitive today. I don't know if it's maybe my aircon that I have activated in my room or what, because normally I game without the aircon, but obviously if the aircon is on, then it's gonna change the noise floor of my room, you know. It's gonna generate more noise in the room, so it should still sound fine, but because I have audio ducking enabled, it's gonna cause unnecessary ducking sometimes. So yeah, just bear with me. I am in the process of getting a new audio setup, meaning a new microphone and stuff like that, so that will definitely be better than my current microphone. I've actually had this microphone for 10 years, very close to 10 years. Like in February, I think I started my channel around February the 20th, so literally I bought my microphone when I started my channel, so my microphone that I have right now is literally as old as my channel is. So we're coming up on 10 years of me having the same microphone. Why is it so black over there? That doesn't look good. Like, it's just black. They could have just made it something else, or brought the Ryzen down a little bit, then it wouldn't look so jarring, you know, with the sky and then blackness. So I think we can maybe do our base like over here. We can literally dig into the mountain. I don't see why not. We could go higher, but I mean, I don't see why we can't just put it here. Although I don't see any materials anywhere, like any iron or anything like that. There was iron way over there, but not here. But I guess we will find iron when we actually start digging. Because otherwise we can create a base literally anywhere where we want, but I mean, I don't want to run like 10 minutes in that direction and then find a base that might not be as good as here. Because you want your base at the beginning to be in a high location, because when you unlock the glider, you're gonna teleport back here every time, and then you're gonna basically glide where you want to go, you know. So your first base with your first teleporter should be high. It should almost be as high as possible, but not too high, because the higher you go, the less building area you're gonna have. So You want to have it in a place where there's a nice amount of building area as well. Yeah, this is too high because if I dig, then I'm going to be exposed a little bit. Yeah, we can do it here, why not? So let's first get rid of the stump. The world's most powerful stump, apparently. Holy hell. That's not gonna work. I don't want to break my entire bloody axe on this stupid stump. Don't I have a pickaxe? Not a pickaxe. Just like a regular axe. Okay, well, we can start by placing... No. Altar of Flame we should place inside. Okay, let's ignore this fucking thing. Just start digging. I really hate the stamina system. Like, look at that bullshit. Now you have to wait. This is so terrible. Like, I said it in my review, but why the hell would you want, as a developer, why would you want to force the player to not play the game and instead stand around waiting for a little bar of green stuff to regenerate? Like, why, as a developer, would you do that? Why would you force the player to stop playing the game, stop enjoying the game, and watch a little green bar fill up? It's the same stupidity that Nintendo did with Legend of Zelda. Just the stupidest stamina system on Earth. Like, it's so stupid. I actually should look if there's not any trainers for this game, because I think a trainer, if you could remove the stamina, then the game would be so much better. I think I'm going to do that quickly. Just 1 second, and I will rejoin you guys in just a second. I will go look for a trainer for the game. Okay, there we go. And just like that, we have massively increased the fun of the game. And we now don't have a stamina issue anymore. So I literally removed the stamina. Just as easy as that. A lot of games do allow you to change that kind of thing. Like, for instance, in Palworld, you can change your stamina. Like, it starts at 100%, obviously, but then you can change your stamina to be even as low as, I think, 10% is the lowest amount. You can also increase your drain, you know, the speed at which stamina drains. You can also do that if you are insane, but in Palworld you can reduce the stamina drain from 100% to 10%, which is 1000% less stamina drain, which is really, really good. So we get some stuttering. So I just removed the stamina requirement with a trainer, and now the game isn't wasting our time anymore. Now we don't need to stand around waiting for literally no reason other than the developers being morons. We can actually now just play the game. Like, I seriously don't understand why a developer would want you to just stand around and do literally nothing. Like, I would rather go stand outside and watch the birds instead of standing around inside a fucking game, not making a single bit of progress for 10 seconds every 20 seconds when you've depleted your stamina. You just have to stand around for 10 seconds each and every fucking time. It's the stupidest thing ever. Not enough free space. So do I need to build up, or what's your issue? What's the issue? Please tell me, what's the issue? Maybe we should build down. Let's make a little bit of space downwards. We're gonna have a lot of stone by the end of this, that's for certain. I wish that the game allowed you to set a floor. So you set a floor level, and then you will not mine unevenly, because right now you're mining really unevenly and it doesn't look nice. So obviously in a game like Minecraft, for instance, everything is blocks, so it's very easy to see when a block is standing out. But this game, it's definitely not so easy. In this game, oh, I actually didn't mean to drink that. Ah, there we go. In this game, you have to basically, when you have an issue like something that stands out, you're gonna hit that one, and then you're gonna create a circle around that one, which just really doesn't solve your problem. You know, you basically can never create the perfect flat surface, because you're always going to be fighting against the thing, you know, like you're never gonna be able to get the perfect flat base. Whereas if they allowed you to just set a floor level, then it would be so much easier. So I just want to create a little bit of a floor space here so that we can build a little bit. We have a lot of bloody stone now. That's acceptable. And then what do we want? Storage glider. Okay, we need shroud wood. Oh yeah, that's the important thing that we need, shroud wood. And then string, we need string. Grappling hook is also very important. We need more string. An axe, yes, we need an axe for the trees. Campfire, I guess. What did I play with last time? Was it a star? Can't remember exactly. What did I play with? I think it was a staff, as far as I can remember. It might have been a bow, but I think it was a staff. But either way, I don't think... Yeah, no, we will pick one up. I don't need to create one right now. We will absolutely pick one up. We need a lot of string, obviously. And now we need more shroud spores and shroud wood. Okay, so let's sort our inventory out a little bit. Anything else that we need on our bar? What's this? Oh, that's just arrows. Ah, campfire. We need to place our campfire. I can't remember. Do we need to add wood? How do you cook? Place food on your action bar, select it and press left mouse button to cook. Well, I did that. I did that. Maybe you can't cook those, maybe? What can you actually cook? Can you cook mushrooms? Ah, yes you can. Oh yeah, but I remember the stupid cooking system. It takes so long to bloody well cook just a single thing. So stupid. Oh yeah, skills. We have skills. Can't we zoom out? Nope. We can't zoom in or out. What the fuck? I don't really have enough skills right now. Okay, so anything else that we need? Well, we need a lot of this. I actually should probably create a chest. Where's the chest? Where did I see the chest? Ah, storage. Tweaks, okay. Yes, okay, so which one does the most damage? Okay, 18, that's definitely the most. I'm not a fan of the screen shaking. Let's see if we can turn off the screen shaking. Yeah, definitely not a fan of the screen shaking. Thank you very much. You see, you don't even see the bloody stuff on the ground. Like, why couldn't they make it more obvious? I probably have enough trees now. Ah, here's some ore. Definitely want to collect this ore. Are there any of those trees? No, it doesn't look like there's any of those shroud wood trees around here. Yeah, this is quite a large amount of ore here. Wonder how deep it goes. Okay, that should be fine. Don't think I need more. What did I actually need? I needed twigs, I think. Oh yeah, actually need to talk to the flame, I remember now. But let's first see. Okay, deposit all stacks. Okay, so what am I really not gonna use? Probably not gonna use honey right now. Fireflies, definitely not. How do you deposit? Shift left click, okay. Don't know what all the books do. Don't know what tar does. Don't know what wax does. I guess I should keep the bandages. I can't remember how to disassemble stuff. I need to have a look how to disassemble stuff. Okay, that should be fine. Do you do it here? Delete. Yeah, but that's not what I want. Yes, blah blah blah. So we need animal fur, we need more spores, and we need shroudwood. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Why doesn't when you want to craft something, it doesn't pull it from your storage? That is moronic. Like seriously, now if you want anything, you have to go to your storage each and every time. You have to search for it. You have to pull it over to your inventory. You have to run back to the crafting. You have to craft what you want. Then you have to run back to your storage and then put it back into your storage. That is the stupidest thing ever. Also, when I press Shift R, okay, there we go. So it doesn't even pull stuff from your action bars. You have to put it in your backpack, and only then will it be pulled over to your storage automatically. That's another really stupid thing. Really stupid. Okay, so we're gonna need to build a door eventually. Travel through the shroud. Oh yeah, all the way over there. I remember that one. Okay, even though my inventory is a little bit small right now. I first want to clear out this place over here. I know there's some stuff underground over here. .45 damage for a single hit is really too much. Ouch. Where's those roasted mushrooms? Was it roasted mushrooms? There we go. Oh, and it doesn't give a regeneration. I thought it would at least give a regeneration. I have to kill a lot of these for the those blue things that they give. Forgot the name. There's something happening over there. These things are incredibly fast. Okay, animal fur is good. There we go. I should definitely have enough animal fur now for... what was it? The glider, I think, that I wanted to craft. Let's have a look. Glider. Oh yeah, I need Enshrouded. I can craft a grappling hook, but I need to take the metal scraps from my stash. I actually think I have 2, so that would not be enough. Yeah, nothing new that I can craft over here. Yeah, I don't see anything new. Yeah, I only have 2 metal scraps, so that sucks. Now I'm gonna need to create another storage chest. You see, the storage system is so terrible. Now I need twigs, but my twigs are literally right behind me, so I just go over here. Then I take the twigs. Then I go back over here, and then I create one. And then I go back over here, and I put the twigs back. It's so unnecessary. Like, this process is like so tedious. Like, why couldn't they just allow you to craft like a normal game, you know? Like, just select the number that you want and then boom. You literally have to click and release the mouse. If you hold it for too long, then you burn the food. Okay, that's all right. I can't do anything with these ones. And then these ones give strength, intelligence, constitution. That gives stamina, regen, and endurance. Yeah, all of the stuff here at the beginning are pretty stupid. Ooh, healer. I definitely want to be a healer. Increases magic damage. Healer gain. Health gain from healing spells will be increased. Health gain from healing 20%. When killing an enemy with a magic weapon, you have a 10% chance to summon a friendly fire wisp. Increases. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take this one. Even though I will never be resurrecting anyone. So let's go over here to this side. Okay, so I'm about as prepared as I will ever be. So let's go do the main quest. Another thing, obviously, that I mentioned in my review is the fact that when you sprint outside of combat, it still requires stamina, which is just the most idiotic thing ever. So I'm glad that I disabled stamina, because that was really fucking stupid. Like the fact that you have to wait, like when you're running to or from a place, you have to wait every now and then. What was that? Just for your stamina to regenerate. Like, it's so stupid. It just hampers your exploration for no benefit to the player. Oh, I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep, for fuck's sake. Each time you attack, you step forward. It's the stupidest thing ever. Yeah, we can't go over this bridge as far as I remember, because there was a section where you needed a grappling hook, as far as I can remember. Don't really want to go down in there. Shit. Where's the shroud wood? I'm not getting any shroud wood. Oh, there we go. Oh no, shroud liquid. That doesn't help me. Fucking shroud liquid. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's what I want. Replenishes your remaining time in the shroud. Okay. I don't actually know what happens when you run out of time in the shroud. Like, I've never gotten to the point of like actually having it expire. I'm assuming you just die. I want more trees. Don't know if this counts as a tree. No, that's just those liquid things. Oh, and it doesn't even restore your time fully, it just like restores a small amount. See now, I don't even remember where I killed those guys. I can't even see their corpses. I definitely think I have enough shroud wood now for, I think the glider, was it? Why it has to, like, throw the resources out over a bloody cliff? I have no fucking idea. I guess it's just another cruel joke from the developers. Look at that, it throws the resources away. And then the developers are like, ah, there you go, bitch boy, go get your resources, go run after your resources like a moron. Okay, now I really have enough shroud wood. Doesn't look like I can actually destroy that thing. Oh, that's fantastic. Backpack full. How big is this bloody west area? Which one of these does the most damage actually? 11, 11. You can't dual wield in the game, can you? I'm assuming you can't dual wield. Holy balls. Okay, that was ouchies. Definitely ouchies. Oh yeah, now I remember we need to get up there. Oh, stuttering. There is a path. Here somewhere, wasn't there? Ah, yes. Oh, that's... that shouldn't be like that. For fuck's sake. Ouchies, ouchies. Ouchies. Yeah, that's very ouchies. It's really stupid that you can't dual wield, like... You can use a shield and a one-handed weapon, but you can't use two one-handed weapons. I'm definitely a little bit too low to be here right now, but you're making it work at least. I'm here, so I might as well. Repair equipment, yeah, that's not gonna do anything. My stuff is already repaired. These guys give a nice amount of metal scraps that are normally pretty rare. Oh yeah, we can teleport. First one to get all of the metal that we can. Someone attacking me? Oh, shit. Okay, well, we are probably done here. Guess we can go back. And then what did we want to craft? No variables, not in the backpack, holy crap. Backpack really needs to be made bigger. I don't know if you can increase the size of your backpack in the game at all. I haven't reached that stage in my previous playthrough. Glider. Oh, you see, once again I need to take all of the stuff out. So animal fur, string, shroud, spores. Okay, shroud, spores, string, animal fur. And what was the other one that I needed for the metal scraps? Okay, glider. Grappling. Ah, fuck, string. String. Plant fiber, of course. I don't have that with me. Boom, plant fiber. Completely unnecessary. And we suffer from epilepsy very quickly. And then that one. Okay, anything else? Summoning staff. Twigs, for fuck's sake. Okay, now I need to remember how to actually use it. Okay, first let's quickly make some food. What? Why did it break? That's so stupid. Why did it break? I didn't tell it to break. Navigating the inventory is also not intuitive. There was quite a bit of lag there. Once again, a shitload of mushrooms. Do we need to equip this? Yes. And that as well. Like, it takes like 5 seconds for a single one. So doing these 9 will take a minute. Which, like, why don't the developers want you to play the game for that minute? Why do they want you to sit here and click and hold the mouse button repeatedly for a minute? Like, how is this more fun than actually playing the game? My voice is getting a little bit raw. Normally I can go many hours, but I can feel today I probably won't be able to go too long today because my voice is not good. Okay, so we have the glider, we have the hook, we have the summoning staff. Now we need to use it.
Tell me what you need.
Okay, now we're gonna need to make a lot of space. Holy balls. Oh, and we need metal scraps. Yeah, we need a lot of metal scraps. We need 10 for this. I remember also with the forge, there's a lot of stuff that needs metal scraps inside the forge as well. And then, oh yeah, nails. You need 1 scrap to make 2 nails. I remember you needed a lot. I remember the one bloody, I think it was a helmet, a metal helmet, needed 20 scraps. 20 metal scraps for 1 helmet, which is crazy. Anything else? Not really. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to spend it on these shitty items. Just wish I could increase my backpack space. Spite club or scrappy sword. Oh yeah, and we need to increase our thing. And then you need a fire. And then a bed. I think he's asking for a fire and a bed as far as I can remember. So that's gonna require quite a bit of mining. And then, yeah, scraps. If we had enough scraps right now, we could get the new pickaxe, but I can't remember if there's a newer pickaxe in the forge. I think we should first, before crafting the scrappy pickaxe, we should build the forge and see if the forge has anything new for us. Because I think the forge might have something cool. Can't remember what you do with a spark. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna have to mine quite a lot. Yeah, that's something that's really stupid, that I also criticized in my review. You can't mine... look at that, I'm hitting my own thing when I'm not actually even aiming at my own thing. You can't mine near your buildings because your buildings take damage. Even if you don't mean to hit your buildings still take damage. So that's really, really stupid. In a game where obviously players are going to want to expand their base and stuff like that, you have to be very, very careful about the placement of your buildings and your stuff, and you shouldn't place your buildings and your stuff anywhere close to the edge of your base, because then you're gonna have to like pick up your base and your items in order to not hurt them, you know, so that they're out of the way. Like over here, if I want to break out this way, that way, I'm gonna hit this and this almost definitely. I'm gonna damage it, so you need to be very, very careful to not do that. And it's just really not good. Like, the developers should have thought, look at that shit, the developers should have thought, obviously, about that, you know, the fact that players are going to want to expand, you know, and what if they hit their own stuff accidentally or whatever, you know. So it just makes expanding your base a little bit more obtuse, because you can't just expand it, you actually have to jump through a whole bunch of loops and stuff just to be able to do it, when rightfully you shouldn't need to jump through a whole bunch of loops. It should just be easy. It should be easy and natural and pain-free to build and dig and expand your base. So what that other guy wants is, as far as I can remember, because I have done the quest, he wants heat. So he wants a not a furnace. Actually, he does want a furnace, but he also wants heat, as far as I can remember. You see, the quest isn't even here now. Where is that quest? I don't even have that quest now. Did I get another skill point? No. So what I want to do now is he wants a roof, so I'm pretty sure that because we are inside, we don't need a roof. But we are going to need all of the other bullcrap he said. Yeah, you see there at the top left. Warmth, shelter, and comfort. So we have all of that. Okay. Yeah, so we need metal scraps, charcoal. How do we get charcoal again? Oh, we got it from the charcoal kiln. Okay, so we can actually build that one. And then we can start making some charcoal, and then all that we really need is metal scraps still. So once again, you don't want to build it too close to the edge or anything like that, because then it's a pain in the nutsack to actually expand your base. Dirt and wood logs. Well, dirt I do have. Oh no, apparently not. How don't I have dirt? I only have stone. Where's my dirt? I mean, I've been digging like a bastard. You would expect me to have a lot of dirt. So dirt and then wood logs. Yeah, this is another thing. Just to use this up, like to use these, 40 minutes. 40 fucking minutes. Like, once again, how is that fun? How is it fun and enjoyable for the player to just stand around and do nothing? I mean, you could go out and whatever, you know, do stuff, but you are at certain times in the mood to craft and to progress your crafting and get new gear and enhance your character and get higher crafting skill and new crafting recipes. And then other times you are in the mood to go out and do stuff, and now you basically can't do the crafting and the enhancing and getting new gear because you have to wait 40 fucking minutes for the kiln to make charcoal, and then after that you need to take the charcoal and wait even longer. As far as I remember, the last time that I crafted, there was a chest, like a chest piece, like a thing that you wear, a body armor, that took, I think it was 15 minutes for one single chest piece. That is really ridiculous. Like, no single item should take 15 minutes to craft. That is just diabolical. So that's something that I really don't like. I'm definitely gonna look on Nexus mods to see if there's not like a mod or something to either remove or just speed up the crafting time in the game, because the crafting in the game is an absolute pain in the ball sack. I should also probably get dirt eventually. Not sure what I want to do now. I mean, I have quests for which I need to go out again. This one, yeah. Scrappy sword or spiked club. But for that I need a forge, I think. Ah, there we go, Spike Club, okay. So I can make that one, but then I need nails. Oh, I can make this one as well. Firewood, 7. How much is the other one? Ah, there we go. Oh, but these take metal scraps, and I have like bugger all metal scraps right now. Yeah, so we need nails. For that we need metal scrap. I do have metal scrap. I just need to take it out of my inventory, or at least out of my stash, for some bloody reason, because the game doesn't pull stuff automatically from the storage. Like, that's a massive oversight, the fact that the game doesn't automatically pull stuff from your storage. That is a gigantic oversight. It just makes the game so much more difficult and obtuse and slow. And now I need wood logs. Let's quickly go get some outside here. I could take it from my kiln, but I'd rather just chop down a couple of trees over here quickly. And again, like I said, like I said, the resources should rightfully just be in your inventory. Like when you chop down a tree, or when you do anything really, when you destroy anything, it should just be in your inventory. I mean, if you think about mining, when you mine, the ore and the sand and the rocks and everything goes immediately into your inventory, so you don't need to pick anything up. So if it can function that way with mining, why can't it function that way with everything else? It's just so much easier to have it automatically go into your inventory. I mean, imagine how insane the mining process would have been in this game if you had to pick up everything that you mine. It should just be insane. that bastard is down there. I'm not gonna risk falling all the way down just to get him. Dismantle. Why the hell does it show dismantle on a bloody whatchamacallit, on a RAM? Look at that dismantle. Oh, it's because they're in my area. Oh, that's fucking stupid. So I just dismantled the goat, and you don't get any resources from dismantling, which is really fantastic. That's another oversight in the game. Why would you not get resources from dismantling? I think we have enough wood. And yeah, I think I want a blunt weapon instead of a cutting or a piercing weapon.
Break a leg or several.
Now, what about the quest? So what, the quest automatically... Okay, apparently the quest automatically completed. And then 11, 17. Yes, definitely better. I'm probably not gonna use this one anymore, unless there's something that's like really resistant to blunt damage. But I don't think I will find anything that's really resistant to anything here at the beginning of the game, probably. Oh, and this one we can also store. I'll need to create another storage. Oh, we can create a small chest now. But we need nails. 1, 2, 3. I don't have a lot of nails, but I'm gonna go out on an expedition to get more metal, scrap metal, whatever you call it. So it's not the end of the world. We don't have a lot right now, but we will definitely get more. This one has an extra row of stuff. I think I'm gonna put all of my stackable stuff in here and all of my non-stackable stuff in here. So all of these are stackable, these are basically non-stackable. That's stackable. These are non-stackable. Yeah, guess no. Let's stack that one. Yeah, that's fine. And then this one, I'm I'm not going to be able to get everything in that other one, but I can at least try. I actually do get everything in. I'm impressed. So now I can just come here and press Shift R every time. That's a lot quicker. I like literally never use water, but the problem is I'm constantly picking up water, so it's that old dilemma of you're constantly picking it up. But yeah, it seems like in the cave you don't need to like close it or anything like that, and you are constantly sheltered, because I remember when in my previous playthrough I built a shelter, actual building shelter, and you had to create a roof, you had to create the floor, and you had to create a door with walls. So it's a whole fucking lot of effort for essentially no benefit, because you still get the sheltered in a cave, but you don't need to spend any resources really. You don't need to make a roof, you don't need to make a walls, a door, you don't need to make the floor, nothing like that. So it's just so much easier to build inside a cave. It's way easier, because I remember the building just took so much wood, and that's if you make it out of wood. You can actually also like make it out of other stuff like stone. We can make it out of stone if you want to, and then that's also crafting time and all of that bullshit and unnecessary inventory that's consumed. Can you actually mine with this? No, you can't. So you have to mine with this bastard. So yeah, I like the underground thing a lot more. But yeah, I think I'm done for today. Like I said, my voice isn't 100%, and I'm sure you guys can hear my voice fading away sometimes. Then I have to take a drink to get it back. So I don't want to kill my voice too much, but I will definitely play the game more. It's obviously quite an expansive game. It's one of those games that are complete time vampire, you know, like you can spend dozens and dozens of hours just messing around in the open world. So we will definitely play the game again, and I want to definitely expand my cave base and perhaps make it multi-storied, you know, because I mean this game you can literally mine out the entire mountain, you know. So like we obviously started here, we can go up, we can go down a lot. Like if we look how much we can actually go down, like you can go down all that way basically, or at least until you reach the end of the red, which is right now 40 squares or 40 meters in each direction, up, down, left and right. And we are going to increase our flame as well, which increases it. So you can actually increase it to 80, and then to 120, and then to 160. So you are going to be able to make a gigantic base eventually. And yeah, we're gonna build ours inside this mountain, which I think will be pretty cool. But yeah, we will play some more in the future, definitely. Like I said, today's video is just really me playing a little bit more of the game. Unfortunately, we had to start over, but we couldn't continue with our demo playthrough. And yeah, to be honest, everything that I said in my review, my initial review, is still true. There's still a lot of issues that needs to be worked out. Stuff like, just basic stuff like the crafting time, 45 minutes. And the fact that you can't craft or build with items that are placed inside your stash or inside your chests. So you have to open the chest, take the items out, do the crafting, and then run back over to your chest and put your items back into the chest. It is just so obtuse and so unnecessary. They just should make it so that the items get pulled out of your inventory or out of your stash automatically. The best games of this type do that. Like all of the best games of this type allow you to automatically pull items from your stash or your chests, and this game doesn't do that. So that's definitely a big issue with this game. But yeah, like I said, I really cannot see anything that they improved since the last time that I played the game, which was a couple of months ago. So yeah, it doesn't look good. Hopefully the developers can catch a wake up and improve the game a little bit, because really I can't see anything that they've improved. And they really need to make the hosting and the co-op experience a lot better, because right now it's not even functional. So yeah, a game that heavily marketed itself on the fact that you can play up to 16 players co-op on a world, they really need to stand by their word and just make the bloody multiplayer and the co-op playable. But yeah, guys, I think that is it for today. As I said, if you want my full opinion, you can go watch my review video, but my opinion still stands. I don't have any new opinions, worse or better. All of the stuff that I said in my review is still present in the game, which makes sense because I did my review just like maybe 2 months ago, so they really wouldn't have been able to change much in that 2 months period. And from the looks of it, they didn't change anything. So yeah, but yeah, anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.